Yes, you read the title of the video. Yes, I'm gonna talk about it after many requests. Trust me, guys, you guys saying I need to talk about this does not go on deaf ears. I was just taking a load of time off to go play some video games and relax, but I figured, here we go. I'll bump this up in the schedule, so let's talk about it. Marvel Studios is reportedly looking to make The Thing a female in the MCU. Okay, so let's get the basics out of the way. If you've ever listened to a single podcast we've ever done on this channel, watched any of my videos about equality or anything, you know exactly where I stand on the whole, and I'm gonna put this in quotation marks because people will not understand it, and that's the issue obviously goes in quotation marks, about gender swapping characters and all this. And you guys know my stance on it. You guys know my stance about representation and all this. We don't need to go over this. For those that are interested and maybe are new and just want a quick recap, I'm all for it. More females in the MCU? Awesome. More females in the DCU? Awesome. More inclusive cast and all that? Awesome. You know, I'm all up for it. I don't have an issue if they're going to be like, hey, guess what? We are taking X character from this comic who's barely been in anything, and we're gonna reshape them in a way that fits the MCU, and sometimes they might be a female, or they might be a different color actor or character, right? It doesn't matter to me. I don't care. I did not have a problem with them introducing a female Loki, or them introducing Miss Marvel, or Ironheart, or any of that. I'm excited for all that. You know, I welcome it. It's change, it's modernizing and everything. That's cool. I'm open to it, on both sides, Marvel and DC, whatever. Okay. Now that I've gotten that out of the way, there's still going to be some idiot in the comments that's going to say that I'm hating on this and gender or whatever. It's just bound to happen. It's like the people that are constantly calling me out for saying you got to obey the laws of the country you're releasing a film in. You just have to. You can't break the law. You cannot break the law. If you go to another country and break the law, you're going to get in trouble. That's just how it goes. All right? So, okay, now that I got that out of the way, and it took 2.5 minutes of this video because people are still not going to understand what I'm saying and the words coming out of my mouth because they're stupid, let's talk about what's being reported. So first and foremost, we know they're actively looking to cast a Fantastic Four right now. This is an ongoing search. What's been found online by insiders, and this hasn't been debunked, instead, other people that are more in the know that have been talking about this casting process have noticed that when it comes to The Thing, allegedly the casting net has been, out there. And yes, they are looking to cast a Jewish actor, which again, they should. It's The Thing. That's like at the core of his character. But beyond that, the casting net is for both male and female, meaning that they are open to looking at auditions and casting a female version of Ben Grimm, aka The Thing. Now, obviously, the character's name isn't going to be Ben Grimm if it's a female, so it's going to be a new character, right? Or a new version of The Thing. Now, yes, there's been female versions of The Thing. There was Sharon Venture, who was She-Thing during Secret Invasion. Yes, for those of you keeping up, that's a former Miss Marvel in Marvel Comics. Most recently, there was also Darla Deering, who was Miss Thing, but that was in a completely different iteration of the Fantastic Four that still continued the story and the team, and it involved the original Fantastic Four still. They weren't just wiped away, it's still in the 616 universe. So I just wanted to clarify these things because obviously a lot of you know I'm a huge fan of the Fantastic Four. I'm super hyped. I love these characters. So yeah, there you go. Okay, now let's talk about these reports. So first and foremost, they are just reports. There is nothing concrete here. Yes, other people are saying, you know what? Yeah, there's some truth to this. But all we know is it's a casting net, right? They put it out there and they're willing to talk to people. But we don't have any concrete knowledge that there's any females right now, at least in the talks for The Thing. Now, maybe there are. Maybe some of the actresses we heard that are auditioning for Sue Storm or meeting, they might just be talking about that role. Again, we don't know. But it sounds like they are looking to gender swap. That's what a lot of other people are saying. Over on The Hollywood Reporter, we had one of their people saying that they're definitely looking to change up the dynamic and possibly change up the team composition and not necessarily maybe have Ben Grimm be the Thing initially. Like, that could come later on, or maybe he's already the Thing, but there's another one, because we've heard that they could possibly be somewhat legacy characters and already have children, so like, sort of a Ant-Man, Hank Pym, Scott Lang type of thing, where you would have Ben Grimm as the Thing, but then you would have Miss Thing or something like that alongside. So that might be what's also getting thrown out there, but again, we just don't know. So now that I've gotten all that out of the way, all this, and we're like 5 or 6 minutes into this video, my feelings on this, my honest feelings, if it's just going to be Ben Grimm, is going to be, I don't know, renamed Bridget Grimm or something, and they're just going to make the Thing a female. Honestly, I'm not really up for it. Again, I know some people are going to make it this far and still think I'm hating or being anti or whatever. I'm not. Trust me, I am not. If you want to do the legacy thing, then give us the Fantastic Four, and years from now, introduce a sidekick. Right? But the Fantastic Four, in my opinion, should be the core four. Sue Storm, Reed Richards, Johnny Storm, and Ben Grimm. Especially for their debut in the MCU, the first family of comics. They should be the core four. If you're going to make one of them or two of them people of color, okay, fine. Ben Grimm being a person of color, fine. That's not an issue. It's still Ben Grimm. Sue Storm, maybe, fine. Maybe it's Johnny. Maybe it's Johnny and Sue. Maybe it's gonna be Mr. Fantastic. That's a person of color or something. That's fine. But you're still gonna have the core four, right, of the Fantastic Four. In my opinion, I think it would be really bad to not give us the Thing, Ben Grimm, and all the possibilities he comes with to just do something like this. It just doesn't make sense to me. And I think, not just me, I think a lot of people would honestly be upset. And they wouldn't be upset because it's just outright hatred. And now, mind you, some people would do that. They'll just hate it no matter what, right? They'll just hate it if they make Reed Richards a black actor. They will hate it. Many of us won't. But completely changing the dynamic by possibly swapping, like, Ben Grimm out and making that character a female doesn't just change the whole dynamic of the TV. It changes literally just about everything that could reverberate through the MCU with these characters. To me, it would feel so forced that this would be one of those things where I really just kind of sit back and go, there was no need for this. And as I said again, and I'm going to say it and keep saying it, no issue with them doing it with smaller characters, with them introducing new characters or anything like that, but you need to do it right. The Fantastic Four still have not been treated right on film. So just give us the core four, and if they are legacy characters, or maybe Ben Grimm is or something, and we are jumping in like 10 years into them already existing, because we've heard they're already going to have children that are possibly, 8, 9, 10, then okay. Then if Ben Grimm is there, maybe he's taking on a protege or something. Okay. I'll go with Miss Thing, as long as he's still there, as long as it's Ben Grimm. But to me, this out of anything would seem like the ultimate, what are you doing and who are you trying to pander to? Because I promise you, even hardcore Marvel Comics fans would question this, because it's a change that doesn't need to happen. It literally doesn't. It doesn't need to happen. Hopefully this video has went on long enough, and I know like 4 minutes of it is me saying, I'm not any of these people on here that you're going to see that are going to make a million videos on this with the big red letters and saying woke and all this. That is not what I'm doing. Go listen to the podcast and how we talk about these issues, and you will know I am accepting of literally anybody, your religion or whatever, as long as you are a good human and you respect others. I'm all for that. But this is not it. This would be exactly what everybody accuses Marvel and the industry of doing in terms of trying to just score some, brownie points for themselves by trying to just do things out there that are like, oh, look at us. See, we're not like everybody else. We're trying to be inclusive, right? This would be a prime example of that to me. Like, no, I'm not a fan of this. Keep the Fantastic Four to Fantastic Four. Just, how hard is that?